In the quiet corners of an old Bengali home, where shadows dance under the warm glow of oil lamps, a heavy silence hangs over the household. Madhav leans in, his face etched with worry as he consults Kaviraj, the venerable physician. About the health of young Amal, the doctor chants ancient Sanskrit verses, his voice a low hum against the backdrop of the flickering flames. He delivers a stern warning: the autumn wind poison is far too dangerous for the boy. Amal must remain confined within these walls. Madhav sighs, the weight of the world on his shoulders, wondering how he will explain this confinement to a child who dreams of the sky. Grandfather enters, his walking stick tapping softly on the floor, a gentle smile offering a glimmer of hope to the somber house. He listens as Madhav explains the doctor's decree, nodding with the wisdom of one who has seen many seasons pass. And there is Amal, a thin, pale boy, but with eyes that sparkle with a curiosity that no illness can dampen. His world is the view from his window, the rustling leaves, the squirrels darting across the courtyard and the distant blue mountains. Amal asks Madhav if he can walk to those mountains, but the answer is always a gentle, heartbreaking no. The boy watches a traveler on the road below, imagining himself with a staff in hand, wandering through the vast, unknown world. The sound of clay pots clinking announces the yogurt seller. Amal calls out to him, eager for a story from the village. The seller speaks of grazing cows and girls carrying water from the river, painting a picture of a life Amal can only dream of. Amal's face lights up with joy. For a moment, the walls of his room vanish, replaced by the scent of fresh earth and milk. Suddenly, the rhythmic ring of a bell echoes through the air. It is the village watchman, marking the passing of time. The watchman stops by the window. He points to a majestic new building with a golden flag waving proudly against the sky. That is the king's post office, the watchman explains. And one day, perhaps a letter will come for you too. Amal imagines the king's messenger, dressed in royal colors, carrying a letter just for him across the winding roads. A young girl named Sudha passes by, her basket filled with vibrant wildflowers. She stops to offer a kind word to the lonely boy. She promises to bring him more flowers tomorrow, her playful spirit a breath of fresh air in Amal's confined world. Nearby, a group of village children play farming, using sticks as plows and stones as seeds in the dusty earth. Amal watches them, his heart aching to join their simple game, yet he finds a way to be part of their joy. He reaches for his cherished toys, a toy soldier and a wooden ship, and hands them down to the children. The children cheer, their laughter filling the air as they carry their new treasures away into the fading sunlight. As the light dims, Amal grows tired. He leans his head against the window frame, his breathing becoming shallow and soft. Grandfather returns, this time disguised as a traveling fakir, sitting beside Amal's bed to weave more tales of magic. He tells stories of fantasy islands where the birds speak in riddles and waterfalls flow with liquid starlight. Amal listens, his imagination taking flight, carrying him far away from the sickness that binds his body to the bed. In his dream, he sees the king's messenger again, now closer than ever, walking along a lonely, moonlit mountain road. Night truly falls, and the first stars appear in the velvet sky, watching over the silent house like ancient sentinels. Amal lies still, his voice a mere whisper as he asks once more about the king's letter, his faith unshaken. "It will come, my child," Madhav says, his voice breaking as he realizes the journey Amal is about to take. A gentle night breeze moves the curtain, a cool touch that feels like a blessing from the world outside. Amal looks out at the stars one last time, his gaze fixed on the infinite beauty of the universe. He falls into a peaceful sleep, his expression calm, as if he has finally received the letter he was waiting for. The post office stands quiet in the distance, the golden flag now silver under the moon's gentle light. The story of the boy who dreamed of the world reminds us that the spirit cannot be confined by walls or illness. In the end, we all wait for our own king's letter, a message of peace that calls us to a greater journey. As the sun rises, Sudha arrives at the window with her fresh flowers, keeping her promise to the boy with the dreaming eyes. Amal is free now, traveling across the mountains he loved, a soul at rest in the heart of the eternal.